Yeah. God, I had to do that twice.
My bad. I was fumbling. I
was like, I wasn't even recording, bro. Just
My
doing
bad.
that for free. No, you're good, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Nar. Oh, Nar. Nar, mate. I'm hello, Marcus. That's Sefa, man. Episode 77?
77.
Episode 77. You know what I'm saying? 3 more to 80. We still have a lot more to go. We got infinity. All right. We got a lot more episodes to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. We've done 77 episodes and 55 Patreon. What's 77 plus 55? Goddamn 47.
Goddamn 47. It's 132.
It's 132. You think you tight? You think you tight?
Yeah. You asked. I'm just answering your question.
Hold on. Is it 132? Hold on.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Confirm that.
120 plus 12. Okay, 130. Okay. Damn, bro. I see why people call you. Never mind. So yeah.
Don't shut the fuck up. Yeah, man. Episode 77, 55 episodes of this, and we're here still, man. What's the deal?
Before we get this episode started, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Polytickin Network. If you follow us on audio platforms, you'll also see an upload. What is it? Saturday this time? Saturday? Do the other uploads they come up on Saturday?
They come up on Saturdays, yep.
Okay, because I don't Marcus, shout out to Marcus and Lance. They handle the background uploading work. Yeah. But Saturday.
Yeah, this guy just gets to show up and talk on a microphone. Lance and I have to freaking work on the back end development of the entire thing.
I just go to work. I get off of here and go straight to work.
Yeah.
Like, okay, see you later.
I have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with the rest of my time.
But, so if you follow us on the platform, if you follow us on the audio platform or on YouTube, you'll see another upload every Saturday, alternating between Pacifica Movie Starter Kits and Way Back Wednesday podcast. Both of those hosted by us, yours truly's, and Lance Falitongo of the Balinesian podcast. So check us out. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be skipping over when you see the upload. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let me know that
is freaking crazy.
And let us know who won on the last movie draft between me and Lance, because I think I smoked them, but you know, whatever. Also, if you want
not everything's a competition, man. We just want to draft the greatest team ever, okay?
No, it actually is a competition. Lance texted me. He texted me the night before, hey, man, you want to do sports movies? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And he was like, you want to do a draft or you want to just talk about them? I was like, oh, let's just talk about them. And then like 5 minutes later, I thought about it. I said, hell no, I'll smoke this dude real quick. I said, no, let's turn it to a draft. Let's do a draft. So yes, it is a competition.
Fair enough.
You know?
All right.
All right. Also, if you want some extra content from me and Marcus, we also have the Polynesian Patreon, the Polytickin Patreon. You know, we got the link on our Instagram. We got the link in the link tree. The link is also on my link tree. So follow us on Instagram at the Polytickin Podcast. $5 a month gets you 4 extra episodes, 1 extra episode every week. What is that? On Fridays? Every Friday?
Yep.
Every Friday. Marcus does that too.
Yeah. We got you know what? We gotta change the schedule ad too.
Yeah. I seen that. So yeah, don't listen to us on the schedule on the We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it today. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, and also if you know anybody who wants to sponsor, I know we keep saying this. We're gonna keep saying this every week because like your sponsorship can go here, you know?
Yeah.
We just haven't reached out to anybody yet, but we're working on it. We're just slow.
Yeah.
But yeah. So after all those program reminders, I think it's safe for us to start with the episode 77. Without further ado, my brother, how you been?
I've been good, bro.
Yeah?
I've been good. Usually I say I've been good. I've been working, but I've been out of work for a solid week now. And it's been a freaking success, bro. No lie. Just finally catching up on everything, keeping the house tidy. Looking for things to do. But yeah. First week off is a success. If it turns into 2 weeks, I'm glad they also moved up my start date too. So now I don't have 2 weeks. Yeah, I just have the 1 week. So I'm glad. If it was 2 weeks,
Wait. So when do you start? When do you start?
Friday is onboarding, and next Monday is the start. So I got 1 more week. I got a couple more days of freedom, and then back to the grind, dude. Back to the hustle, dude. We gotta hustle. We gotta grind.
What's something that you did this week that you haven't had time to do in a long time?
Oh God. Learn and study coding. I've been doing that all week.
Okay. What the hell?
That was long. That was a long pause. Hold on, bro. This guy.
Wait. You can't.
What?
You can't be better at me in life. What the?
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. It's
hold up. What? So enlighten me.
I'm in the process of like learning the basic languages of coding. I'm trying to figure out what kind of developer I would want to be if I was to be in tech. You know, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of roadmap to follow as a guy with no experience in the industry, no degree. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out a good roadmap towards getting my foot in the door. And I've been asking around. I've been asking questions. Mainly, shout out again to the Uso Blaze. He got back to me. Yeah, he got back to me, and he laid out the groundwork for, what I should try to do to get in. And that's what I've been focusing on so far this week.
Wait. Wasn't that at your
excuse me
at your pop's funeral in Hawaii?
What?
When I went over there, I don't know if it was you or if it was LJ. But I think I met. Was that you? I met your cousins that also do that.
So my my cousin's wife, she works in IT,
like a help desk. Yeah. Yes. Well, did you hit them up? You should hit them up.
No, I didn't. Dude, that's crazy that you bring that up. Yeah. I should.
Yeah, because I remember I was waiting outside because during the service I couldn't get in. It was packed. So I was waiting outside with them. I was chilling with them, and we were talking about it, and they were just like, "Yeah, we make great money doing help desk and whatever. It's like entry level."
Hey.
And I was like, "Oh, I love computers." That just
yeah.
That was that's your cousin. You should hit him up. That's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. You never even told me that you had that conversation like that. I didn't know you was chopping it up like that. It was with Lil Norman, right? My little cousin.
I forgot. I just remember it was a guy and his wife. But yeah, they was hella cool. They was hella nice, and it was like, I think because at that time I'm pretty sure. Out. Yeah, I think at that time I was like hating my job in Hawaii, so I was like, man, I need to do something. Yo, it's funny because as soon as you get a job, you could get the greatest job ever, but as soon as you start working, you just like, man, how can I level this up? Like, what's going on?
Right. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, man.
So yeah, I had a chat. I had a little chat with them, and they was telling me about that, and I was just like, okay, like, I just never followed up. But yeah, you should hit them up. They seem cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they said, it's entry level. You really don't need that much experience, and as long as you're dedicated to learning about the shit, then you'll be fine. If you do it quick enough, you can get in within like 6 months to a year. I don't expect my timeline to be that quick because the shit is fucking difficult. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm with the good old 1.5 to 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And building a portfolio and looking out for potential employers to fund this little thing of ours. All right. Good starting salary. I think starting is like 75. But yeah, this little thing of ours.
All right, bro.
Starting.
Send me the link.
I'm telling you. And there's free resources online if you ever have even a passing interest in coding or software development. Like there's free resources online to learn, and it's all interactive learning too. So if you're childish like me, like, oh yeah, bro, I feel I'm learning a lot. There's a lot of interactivity. So that's what I've been doing.
You talking about $75 an hour?
75,000 a year.
I was about to say $75 an hour. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
For starting,
bro. He's gonna quit the podcast and get out of here.
Hey, bro,
fuck this show, bro. I'm out of here.
That's episode 77, man. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye. This is done.
Hey,
nah, bro. $75K a year. What?
I'm hella broke. I just $75 an hour.
Yeah. I'll tell you, yeah, once you start working, even for like a month, you're just like, oh, what? 75 an hour.
I don't even think the president makes 75 an hour. That fool said 75 an hour. Hey, bro, you know what? You really my homie, because if you would have said 75 an hour, I would have cut the hell out of you, bro. If I would have said, hey, they make it 75, and you was like, an hour? I'd be like, bro, what do you think this is? You think pesos?
Yeah.
You think, what do you think you is, Chelsea Clinton? You think it's Chelsea Clinton?
Who do you think you are, Kelsey? Kelsey, is it Chelsea or is it Kelsey?
Is it Chelsea? Who do you think you're that? Kelsey Clinton?
Yo, you're killing me, bro. I'm saying, yeah, man.
Filter fish?
Kafilta fish. Kafilta fish. Oh,
man.
bro. I'm saying, if you ever have like a passing interest, go for it, man. Just do it.
Okay.
Just do it. It's easy. What the hell have you been up to, man? Holy shit.
So last week, my boss had asked me to go to a screening of a special movie just so we could show face for the company or for our organization with this company. So it was a rock climbing movie. Yeah, it was a documentary. It was a North Face documentary. It was 4 different documentaries. And so it was put all into a movie. It was like 2.5 hours long. So I get in there, and first of all, I have never felt this unsafe in a movie theater before.
Okay. What? Why?
Everybody in that theater was hands down 100 times more athletic than I was. Like, it was like I was in that theater with some people who could probably like pull me around with one hand. And it wasn't that they were hella big. It wasn't that they were like muscle bound or anything like that. But you just know, right? You know them little hooks. What are those hooks where like you could put keys on them or you could tie ropes to them? What are those hooks?
Oh,
like,
I just learned that term like last year. It's called a carabiner.
Yeah, a carabiner, right? They all had carabiners on their bags, right? And I don't know about you, but when I see a dude with carabiner like on his bag, when I see that on his bag, I'm like, yeah, that dude could live on his own in the wilderness for like 7 to 10 days, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody had a carabiner. Everybody had like some them them slippers, them outdoor sandals that tie at the
with
back
the one with
the front.
The toes.
Yeah. They had some of them. Okay. They had some of them with the shoes with the toes on them, but just like
webbed. Okay.
Yeah, you could just like I just was looking around. I was like, dude, all these dudes can do pull-ups like a lot of pull-ups. And they were like drinking. They were like super nice and just like just. And it just was like I was just like, bro, these dudes are obviously like outdoor people. They can run fast. They could live long. Like I was just out of my depth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and what about instead of looking at them like they, you don't feel protected, you should feel the opposite. You should feel protected in there. They can protect the little Samoan man from Sacramento, California.
But what if
they're all more athletic than you?
But what if a gunman comes in and now we all running? I'm the biggest target there, and I'm the slowest target there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I was like, bro, I can't even trip none of these people because they look like they could just step over my foot. Like they're quick, they got good reflexes.
Yeah, some of those people have probably been waiting their entire life for a crazy, crazy thing to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're training. That's why they got carabiners on their back. They're waiting for someone to come in and start some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And they want to save the guy from Sacramento. You know
I'm just saying, they all looked athletic, and I was in there like, can I get extra butter, please? More. No, more.
Yeah.
That lady put a little stress. Can I get some more?
So, is there a possibility I could get more?
I'll tell you when.
Yeah.
So I went to the movies. I felt, I felt out of my depth. But then, when the movie started, the first girl, she came up. She was like 19, and I looked at her and I was like, dang, she look a little islander. But she was from Australia. So then I figured they kind of all got they're kind of all like kind of Australian a little bit. They probably have roots. And then she started it what?
Nar.
She started she started by saying she was half Latina and half Tongan.
Nice. Okay.
So she's like one of the best rock climbers out there. She was like,
Golly, chill.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I was like, what the? I didn't even notice. She's sponsored by Red Bull. She was on the North Face documentary. She's one of the best like rock climbers out there. She at 8 years old or 12, something like a very young age. Like I guess in rock climbing, they determine the difficulty of a climb. Like they determine it, they have different grades for it. And so she is the youngest person to ever accomplish an 8B. I don't know what that means. I don't know what, but she was the youngest person in the world ever to do an 8B. And so she's raw. And so her portion of the documentary was about her going to, I forgot what, it was like somewhere by the water. It was like this big old mountain, and right at the bottom is crashing waves. And so she was climbing up, like climbing from underneath the cave and then onto it and then like going over. And so that was like I don't know what level of difficulty it was, but there was a guy on YouTube and he was doing it and she was interested. So she got into contact with his team and the people that worked there. She flew out over there and she tried it. And the crazy thing was she was scared of the water.
Oh, shoot.
And as a Polynesian, like I was just like, dang, what? But she explained it. She said in Australia, we have wild animals, wild creatures, and like everything is out to kill you, basically. So for her, being in the water, she has this fear of like something's gonna grab me. So the fear of the water, the fear of the ocean, the fear of the waves, on top of it being a difficult climb, she couldn't really master it. Like she was trying, she was going for it, she kept failing, she kept falling in the water. And so it was dope that they showed, first of all, they showed like her history, like the way that she came up and the way that she was climbing as a kid, how her pops was teaching, her pops was Tongan. He wasn't a rock climber, but he was just teaching her like fundamentals of persistence, right? And then it showed her build a relationship with water. It showed her like really learn to love the water, love the ocean, and like really get into it. And then she mastered it and she did it. But it was dope. Like the way it was dope, the way that it went. It was also, she was like, she needed some support. So she called on to another girl. And I guess the other girl is a little older than her. And that was her idol. Like growing up, she was like looking up to this rock climber girl. So the other rock climber, I think her name was Hazel. She flew in and she supported her. She was like, yeah, do this, do this, do this. And then they both went through it and were both trying to figure it out together. And it made it happen. But I was just tripping because it was like, I didn't really want to go. I just went because my boss asked, and I was like, I'm down for the team, But then it ended up being a half Tongan girl being on the first movie. So that's
tight.
Yeah, so her name is Angie Scarth Johnson. She's half Tongan.
Okay.
She's from Australia. She's half Tongan, half Latina. And she's like sponsored by Red Bull. She got connections to North Face. She's like out there, bro.
That's
like
tight.
And it blew my mind because like there are all like, this is the same feeling I got when I first heard of Paris Gobel or Goebel. I had no idea that there were people like our people, Pacific Islanders, breaking down all these walls and barriers in these other areas that I'm not familiar with, and that are like, there are people that look up to these people and just like, oh my God, this is the best choreographer, or this is the best rock climber. And we have a tie to them, kind of, sort of, distant, but still a tie. And we're like none the wiser, you know what I'm saying? And so like seeing it really was just like, holy, like I want to know every Pacific Islander that's out there achieving excellence that we just don't know about.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
How crazy is that, man? Such a niche like sport or a niche fucking industry like choreography. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I know, that's insane, man. And Red Bull too, like they have like they're the ones who be doing all the extreme sports. They be sponsoring parkour
Nitro
runners,
Circus. Remember Nitro Circus?
The Nitro Circus. Yeah, I remember Nitro Circus. Fucking Travis Pastrami.
But yeah, I just thought it was super cool. It was like literally a total accident. And also I didn't watch the other two because I had to leave. It was late. So I only watched the first two movies. The second movie was crazy. Like she was just rock climbing over the ocean. The second guy, like he was taking it like he knew he had an issue with climbing up icy mountains. So then he shifted his whole career focus to icy mountain climbing. Like, and then he became a champion at it for like 3 years. Okay. And then he was like, all right, I think I'm pretty good, so I'm gonna go to something else now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find another discipline. I'll just conquer that. I don't know.
Yeah, and he was like, tight. He was also like he was like the film crew that was talking to him. They were like, also, we heard that you don't like our movies. He's like, yeah, I don't really like the hyperbole that you guys put on it, the sensationalism. He was like, no. And they were like, what did you think when you climbed this mountain, the highest mountain in the northern hemisphere? He's like, it was cool. It was nice. Like super just grounded. And they were like, we're gonna sensationalize it. He's like, I hate it already.
Yeah, I hate it already.
But yeah, so yeah.
Damn, are you even like proud of your accomplishments, man? God damn. Show some emotion. Yeah. I know what he's saying, yeah.
So that was crazy, bro. We wanna go rock climbing? Let's go rock climbing.
Yeah. Hell no. Nah. Would you ever do the little rock climbing wall like they'll have at like certain gyms or whatever? I mean, that shit looks fun. No? What, you gonna turn this into a competition? Look at you.
No.
Eyes are lighting up.
I got bad history with rock climbing, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Now you gotta spill.
It was the end of the year field trip. Me and my class went to Sly Park.
Yeah.
My
partners out there in Vietnam. It was a time out there in Vietnam. It was a time.
I freaking hate this guy.
It was a freaking time.
Hey, that's how Marcus actually talks. He just changes it in the podcast.
Like that fool DDG. His voice is crazy, bro. So what's your real voice? Oh, this is my real voice. Bruh, that takes a lot of effort to change that up.
So we went to
Sly Park.
We went to Sly Park, and there was a rock climbing. There was a rock climbing thing, and the kid, like, we all got ready to go, and so the kids was going up, so I was going up next, and I was the only one who didn't make it to the top.
Oh.
It was real bad because like 3/4 of the way up, I was gassed, bro. Like my legs was hurting, my feet was hurting, my hands was hurting. I realized like it was like, what would you call it? Like a seatbelt kind of. Like the further you go up, like they pull the slack immediately, so you don't go lower than that. I realized that, so I start grabbing onto the wall and just jumping, like pull it, like exerting.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Nah, the lady was like, the lady was like, "Can you please not do that, dear?" She was like, "Can you please not do that, dear?"
Sir, we got a heavyset kid over here jumping the wall like Spider-Man again. Jesus Christ. Get him off the wall.
I was on the wall, bro. I was trying my hardest. I was just like pulling myself up little by little. I remember I had these like windbreaker pants on, bro. They kept swishing. They was swishing every time I was jumping. I was like, so I got to the top, but the thing is, when you get to the top, right? Like my hands was on the top, the very end of it.
Yeah.
But then the buzzer, like, so this is the end of it. The buzzer's up here. And you're supposed to go even higher than that. But by the time I got to the top, I was done. Like, I literally was like hanging. I was like spinning on the, because I wasn't even home. My feet was hurting. My hands was hurting. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of getting in the crouching position. I just let go. I was spinning around. The lady's like, "You're almost there, honey. You're almost there, dear."
Shut up. Shut up.
Bro, but I tell you, bro, look, I said, I'm done. Like, no, I'm done. She was like, are you done?
Fucking me, I'm done.
she was like, are you done? I was sitting there spinning around. I'm done.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. No, I can't.
They lowered me down on that thing, bro. Oh my god. I must have walked straight to the bathroom. Man, I hate this place. That was our first day. That was the first day, bro. We had 3 days there. I mean, I hate this place, man. I want to go home, man. I'm gonna play my Game Boy, man. This is stupid.
Bro, see, at least you got up there. I didn't know that like you can control the when they like when they slide under, because it's just basically like a screen or something that just rotates the shit. Yeah, so I didn't know that. So every time I tried to climb up, it would go down too fast because I'm fucking big, and you know what I'm saying? So I could never leave the bottom.
Where? What are you talking
about? I can't remember. I think it was like some kind of gym I went to or something. I can't really remember.
Oh, okay,
maybe it was Sky Zone. Actually, maybe it was Sky Zone.
So like big trampoline it was moving.
Yeah, it was moving. Yeah, it was moving. So as I'm over here on the bottom trying to, and it just kept doom, 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 just hitting the ground, and I wasn't going anywhere. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, dude, this, no, I can't. It might be broken.
Mine was real though. So
yeah,
I probably could have done that one. I probably could have.
Man, if y'all weren't there, I would have done it. If y'all weren't over there, I would have done it.
One thing that I thought about while watching the movie, the first girl, she's 19, so she's young, but the second guy was like 40 with 2 kids, and I was like, bro, that's kind of selfish as hell, bro.
I know. When you put that in there, I was like, oh, I mean, I know where you're coming from, but if he's getting paid, it's his job. Should he just leave the industry, do something else? Why are you taking food out of this man's plate?
Because he about to take a father out of his kid's life. What are you talking about? What? You could work at McDonald's. All right, cut out some of the stuff if it's about luxury. Cut out some of the luxury, and be with your kids. Because if you ask your kids, do you want a brand new iPad or do you want your dad? They're gonna choose their dad. Like, unless you're a bad dad, then by all means, go ahead. Well, he kind of is a bad dad because he was, but I mean, I don't know.
Do you want to quit the podcast and the music and just work your regular job for the rest of your life?
If I'm getting shot at the podcast, or if I'm getting shot at during the music,
yeah,
there's a reason why I'm kind of hesitant about taking shows in Washington again, because every show I've had there has ended in a brawl or a shootout. And it's not that important for me to risk my life. First of all, the bag ain't that big. Even if the bag was that big, I don't think anything is worth like, hey man, we're finna put you on this show. We're gonna try to end gang wars by putting you on this. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna put my life at risk, bro. You're not about to. No, so no.
Oh, is that what you think every promoter does when they think of you to put on the show? Hey, we put Sefa here on the show.
That's what they approach me with.
Theme.
That's what they approach me with. Yeah.
Oh well, damn it! I can't even roast him. They was trying to
put like a Crip set with me a part of that because of my affiliation or whoever, and then a Blood set with the other Bloods from and they was trying to put it together. I said no. I was cool off that. I was no.
Smart man. Yeah, smart.
I was like, so it just I wouldn't risk that. Not for they talking about $1 million. Oh yeah. I could dodge a bullet for $1 million. I shift. It's skitty.
Yeah,
disappear.
No, so it's I mean, sponsorships by Red Bull, this North Face documentary, you know what I'm saying? He makes good money, he looks like he's out there. You know what I'm saying? This provides for their children.
I just think there's better ways.
May not be $1 million, but it's comfortable living. Okay.
I think there's better ways to provide. I feel like, I don't know of another. I don't know of another. Because I don't know black ops officers that like, oh, I had a kid, I gotta give up now and work at Macy's, but I don't know. But I would just feel like that. I don't know, bro. I just feel like that's. I don't. It's but
There's probably some
everybody's
SEAL Team
hiring.
6 motherfuckers just walking around here. What?
That's what I'm
Everybody's
saying.
hiring?
Everybody's hiring. Like you don't have to climb Mount Fuji. You can go to Target. You know what I'm saying? Like you can work at Target. Just check them out. You know, like
Brad doesn't want to work at Target. He doesn't want to deal with the people. He'd much rather climb Mount Fuji where he's away from everybody.
that's great to do when you're 19, 25. But when you got 2 kids, I just don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not a rock climber. I don't know. You know, I understand it must be a big rush, and I know that a lot of people this is like their life. You know, like they've done this their whole lives. But I don't know. The way he was talking about how he almost died in some of them, I'm like, bro, what? This is an easy call.
Yeah.
UPS is hiring.
Common
bro.
denominator.
Like,
Yeah. Common denominator. I don't know. It might be the rock climbing you're doing.
Yeah, no. So
Bruh.
I just thought, yeah.
Any rock climbers out there? Please let us know if y'all are rock climbers out here. And don't tell Seth. if you're a rock climber with children, don't tell him because he's not a fan of you already.
No, you could be a rock climber and just be in the gym climbing rocks with a kid at home. But if you go on to Mount Everest, bruh, you know how many people died on that thing?
Yeah. I just spilled water all over myself.
See, Marcus over here trying to be sexy.
Shut the shit.
Hey, bring
sexy.
Bring the next topic again, brother.
Which one? Oh, this one? Yeah, so tomorrow is May, right? The first day of May, which is the beginning of AAPI-NH Heritage Month.
Let's get it.
Asian American Pacific Islander Native Hawaiian Heritage Month. And yeah, I thought that was something to bring up, man. Last year we talked about some stuff last year. What was last year? Jeannie Mai? Yeah. Jeannie Mai was last year.
Dang, that was a year ago.
Yeah, and I
now
think
look
her
at her. She about to lose her kid. Look at you about to lose your kid.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. But did you want to talk about the stuff from last week too? Continue that? Like I mean, I don't know how else you wanted to, because man, well, Twitter were talking about it still.
Twitter went off on that girl who said she loved being Polynesian, but she hates the culture.
Yeah, but there are people who are defending her though. You know, they were trying to say that when we're clowning her, that's not what she's talking about. And what they were implying was, all the dark stuff that happens in the culture, the sexual assaults, the domestic violence, all of that, right?
Is that what she was talking about?
I don't know if that's what she was talking. That's what people were saying. Like,
hey, look,
that's not even.
Look,
what?
Look, we talked about it, right? And we also gave her.
I just want to say that's not. Yeah, that's also not a part of our culture. But go on. I mean, think I know what they're trying to say. But go on.
No, so I'm saying, like, we talked about it. I think shame has to come with it so that people can learn, like, that's not okay. But I feel like we also gave a lot of grace. I don't think grace should also include making inferences about something that we have no idea. Like, I don't think a part of giving someone grace should be to interpret it in any which way to make it seem like they're not being a bad person.
Yeah.
Nothing about that little.
I just wanted to talk about the inferences that they were saying.
Well, yeah, we can get. I'm just saying, before we get to that, I think you can definitely give somebody grace without having to make up a random storyline behind the fact, like, oh, well, this actually means this,
Yeah, actually, you guys, actually, yeah, that type of shit.
Do you have any tweets, or do you remember any tweets?
I don't have any. No, I don't. Okay. I should have put it in the note, but I've seen a couple of them, outright defending her, talking about, you guys know what she's talking about, type of shit. And even if that was the case, right? I mean, that's not a part of our culture just because some dirty motherfuckers did that to us. You know what I'm saying? And that
Mhm.
sounds, I don't want to sound like I'm minimizing that because that is prevalent within what happens, but that's not exclusive to us. You know what I'm saying? It's I I want to empathize with that point, but it's like I just feel like it's not exclusive to us, man. Like
That's true.
every culture has some kind of, you know what I'm saying, has a lot of that, a lot of darkness in there. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I
And
wanna say. Oh, sorry. What happened?
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanna say that like offshoot that stuff, that dark stuff, that's an offshoot of our culture. I don't think that's part of our culture, but I think the
Hmm.
stuff that we value in our culture kind of cultivates that
It
darkness.
cultivates that. Yep. I agree.
And I
I
think
agree.
so. I
The
think.
and you brought it up, but you brought it up a couple times last week. Sorry,
Mhm,
but you brought it up a couple times last week and how we treat each other. You know what I'm saying? Like in
mhm,
public and stuff, you don't check them in public, check them in private
mhm.
type shit. You know, yeah. So it all
Yeah,
circles back to that. So
I think that's definitely like if I mean I'm not so I don't think she meant it like that. I seen the post. You can tell she's young. Uh,
yeah,
and we've heard these sentiments before, so it's not to me. It's not like some kind of this is what she actually meant. I think she meant exactly what we felt she meant. I think she was
right,
wrong. I think she should have been told she was wrong, and I think we move on. Like I don't think it's something to dwell on.
right,
Uh, I don't buy into whatever they're trying to say and say, "Oh, this is what she actually meant." I don't buy that. But at the
yeah,
same time, if we do go there and we do talk about that dark stuff, I feel like parts of our culture make it so that it's easy for that dark stuff to perpetuate, to just stay around.
yeah.
You know,
I
the whole
agree.
idea of pride, the whole idea of
Hmm.
family, the whole idea
Hmm.
of you do anything for the person next to you, the person that you're born with, or the person that you're cool with. That loyalty,
Hmm.
you know, loyalty.
People say for an image.
Yeah. That
People
all
do that for
ties in.
image.
That all ties in, and it all contributes to like we can sit here. We can sit here and talk. And I think we talked about this the last time about the tattoo thing. And
Hmm.
it's like, okay, we can sit here and talk about it candidly because we don't have any connections to the dude who got the tattoo, to the tufunga, or to the family of the tufunga.
Right,
Like we don't have any connections whatsoever, so our opinion is not changed what at all. But
right.
to somebody who has a connection to them, now it's kind of like I can't really say nothing because that's my cousin or that's my homie or that's my homie's cousin or
Yeah.
that's my cousin's homie. And so
Yes.
that whole idea of loyalty, it keeps us from actually speaking the truth. And it's
Right.
so ingrained in us. I do the same thing too. Like I've talked about it all. I've talked about it before amongst my friends. I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody for doing that because I would do the same thing too. Right. I would. And maybe not for the same reasons, but like my uncle caught a body. I'm still with him no matter
Hmm.
what. It don't matter. And that's like that's part of the problem. I will admit that it's part of the problem. And at the
Okay.
same time,
It's hard to call it a problem when you're doing that for family. You know?
and that's because it's ingrained in us, but it is a problem. I will
Yeah.
I will fully admit that if your family does something wrong, you should check them. But that's the thing though. Like it's fine for me to check them, but then if somebody else say something, then it's a problem. And that's
Yes,
just
of
how we was
course.
raised, and that's just how it goes. And I feel like we have to identify that it's a problem, and maybe we can't change. I'm gonna speak for myself. Maybe I can't change, but maybe the next group, maybe the next generation, if they grow up and knowing this is how we thought, this is how it's problematic. You can think how you want to think, and maybe they'll get rid of the biases, and maybe they'll figure it out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just say, just it's so ingrained into me that it don't matter
Mhm.
if my uncle killed your dad. It's still he must have did something wrong.
Yeah.
Like that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
I've wrestled with this so many times. I wrestled with this, since 2008, and it's always boiled down to the same thing. And you know that
Well,
I sound hella hypocritical. I know, but I get it. So yeah, so that's why it's not. It's easy for me to believe that that girl meant what we thought she meant, because I understand it. Like I get it. I've been there, but we have to, we have to enlighten people. We have to shame people, and we have to just move on from it. Let's not dwell on it, and let's not make up random narratives to make people look better.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes an apple is just a fucking apple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chill the hell out. Like she said exactly what she meant in her head.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
And if we go, but if y'all want to talk about that other stuff, let's talk about that other stuff. Let's figure out why. Let's figure out why it's that way, and where we can go from here.
I was just mad that they implied that that's all a part of our culture, but it's exactly what you said, right?
Yeah. It's like an offshoot.
The positive traits,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cause and effect type thing. How we treat each other and our peoples, it can lead to all the dark shit.
Yeah, it's like everything is good in moderation. Whoa. Where you get new water from? You got 2 cups? You got 2 cups, bro?
Yeah, I got 2 cups.
Can you hold them up?
I had a cup up here.
Can you hold them up? Can you hold them both up?
I don't even. This was not even done.
Yo, this guy, yo. Hey, that's how I know you live in a home and not a house, because them cups is from the 90s.
Come on, brother.
Hey, them cups is older than you, and you old as hell. Them cups were stolen from Hometown Buffet, bro. I know them.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah. Marcus lives in a home and not a house. He don't live in no house. He live in a home.
Come on.
That, and y'all want to know what the difference is? Them cups is the difference. All right.
Yeah.
It's been generations.
Make it, and I've made this my home. All right.
Them cups have touched the generational lips, bro. Like this. Yeah. So many ancestors are drinking off those cups. Yeah, that's a real fact. That's more part of the culture than the stuff y'all was talking about.
That's just dumbass.
Let's be real.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I thought that was interesting, and I guess that's a weird segue to AAPINH Heritage Month, but happy AAPINH month tomorrow.
Let's put some respect on the draft. We talked about Alyssa Peely last draft for the WNBA, and I want to say in the first round or the first 2 rounds, it was 10 Pacific Islander young men drafted. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I feel like this new wave of kids is I'm looking around, like growing up, it was like 1 or 2 that was like raw.
I've never seen this many just get mentioned at all.
Yeah.
Like together.
Like you know what I'm saying? Specifically in my community, growing up, like all the polys that we grew up with, they all play football, they all play sports. There was always like 1 or 2 that really transcended above the rest, right? And I feel like I'm watching now, because like all my homies now, they got kids and they posting their kids clips. I'm like, every kid is an all-star, bro. Like everybody's kids. And I think it's beautiful, bro. Like I could tell like everybody that I grew up with took tools they learned, and they like, yo, man. And they seen what happens when you an athlete, when you a star, or when you naturally talented, but you don't put the work in. Like a lot of my family was just athletes, bro. Like hardcore, like just hella hard on the field, hella hard on the court, and just got caught up, just the product of their environment. And now they got the kids, and they like not finna let them do that. And I'm seeing it, I'm loving it. I'm like, bro, I'm proud of it. Bro, watch, bro. Sacramento, North Sacramento. Well, I mean Sacramento in general, because I got some people who live in the South too. But Sacramento finna be crazy in a couple of years, bro. If they all stay at Grant, it's finna be crazy, bro. Oh man, I'm excited. Anybody get drafted to the Raiders?
I didn't see.
And we drafted.
Did they get drafted to the Raiders? Did you see it?
I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. I didn't even know what was happening. We was out.
Yeah.
At dinner.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just seen everybody talking about it on the timeline. I forgot who put up the stat. I think it was Shane Omeka.
Oh, okay.
He said like 5.1% of all Polynesians were in the draft last year versus like 2 or 3 last year or something. And we only make up what 0.000075% of the population or some shit. I'm probably wording that wrong, but yeah, there was a whole lot of us.
You doing a whole lot of math for me, buddy. These
Yeah.
glasses are just for show.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's always a good look, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, bro. It's
What?
gonna be tight seeing hella Polynesians in sports. What? I want to see more basketball players though. You know who?
Hey.
You know who I was? Remember Peyton Siva? Remember all the hype?
Yeah.
Man, what happened to bro? I think he might be overseas.
Well, he got drafted to the wrong team, man. He got drafted to the Detroit Pistons, and they had a solid 1 and 2 guard. Like they was set. You know, they had a couple of them, and so that was unfortunate. He's also
over there.
This was a while ago. This was like 10 years ago. But you know, but he was balling out at Louisville. Yeah, he was balling out, and he was a little undersized too, I think. But yeah, I don't know. But he was raw. He was raw where he's from. I know a lot of people talking about him in Washington. They speak very highly of him. So yeah, man. There's also a kid named Rob Dillingham. I think that's his name. I want to say he half black, half Samoan. That fool's like one of the top players. He's like one of the top players in the country right now. So you should check him out. I think they call him Shifty or something like that. But that fool's nice. Somebody told me he was half Samoan a while ago, so I started following him and checking him out. He gonna be a problem once he develop. But you should check him out. I think his name is Rob Dillingham, something like that. Something like that.
Well, hell yeah, man. Again, happy AAPINH Heritage Month, man. It's coming up. What the hell are we gonna do for this month? What are we gonna do?
I don't know. We should do something. We should that. You know what? Every episode we should come here and highlight somebody from the community. Whether it be a new album, artwork, concert, show.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, let's do that.
Throw that in the note. I'm gonna throw that in the note right now.
Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas or people that you should nominate, let us know and we'll talk about them to y'all. Bring them back to the same people who nominated them, and yeah, we go from there.
Yeah, just keep it going, right?
Yeah, it's the ecosystem. That'll be cool. Yeah. So,
what?
I don't think we can't end this without going to this next one. We can end it after that, but we gotta talk about it.
Yeah, talk to him.
Kendrick Lamar has responded. I ain't gonna lie. All this like Pacific Islander politics, that's great, but man, rap is back.
Yeah, that's great, but rap is back.
Kendrick responds.
Yeah, he like what, an hour ago?
Yeah, like an hour ago. Hour and a half. I'm so excited to get back on Twitter and read all the think pieces and whatnot. So me and Marcus. So Marcus didn't hear. I heard it one time before, but then we got on here before we recorded and played it. It's like a 6-7 minute song, and Kendrick.
Kendrick going off. Yeah, and that 7 minutes flew by, bro. Like I was invested in every word. Like, oh shit. Right off the bat, a whole lot of Kendrickisms, voice changing. You know what I'm saying? And there's no like big metaphor. Beat changing, exactly. But there was no like big thought out like metaphors. He was just like, actually, you're a bitch, you're a piece of shit, you're fake, fuck you, don't talk about my family, I'll beat the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? He was going off. Like there was no high concept to this verse. He was just going in for 7 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I will say, after listening to it a second time, I wish it would have been more concise. That is my only issue. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in the middle where I feel like it could have been cut off. But like what you said, it flies by. So it is a 6.5, 7 minute song, but it don't feel like that. And also, since it don't feel like that, it's okay for it to be that long. But at the same time, the second half where he starts where he's like when he says I don't like the way you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you like that part. When that part kicks in, it like wakes you up again. And so I feel like if the beginning part and the ending part, the middle part was kind of cut short or like condensed a little bit, I feel like it would have more replayability because I honestly I don't know how much replayability it has, and I don't know if that even matters in beef because at the end of the day, he shot, shots was
Yeah,
fired, you
a
know,
lot, a
and
lot.
so yeah, that was yeah. I
But you
love
know what's what?
no, you know what's crazy what.
No, you know what's crazy is that like I still really like Pusha T's diss against Drake, and I know we had the conversation about it, but
Mhm,
something about it just feels a lot more vicious than
mhm.
this. You know what I'm saying? On top of all the shit that Kendrick says, and he says a lot in this song, talks a whole bunch of shit, but something about Pusha T's song is just really fucking vicious, bro. I think he just packed a bigger punch, but that takes nothing away from this.
The
But
thing
Kendrick
about
went off.
Pusha T, I feel like, is we don't really know of him too much.
Mm,
Like we don't really
yeah.
have too much of a personality associated with Pusha T. So
Besides, I'm a
it,
coke. I've been dealing coke.
yeah, just dealing coke.
I
That's
be
it, right?
dealing coke. Yeah.
And this is from a casual fan, like somebody who don't listen to him like that. And so when we got that, we really like. I never heard the term surgical be used before in hip hop until that.
Mm,
They started calling it
yeah.
surgical. Like it was surgical. It was very precise. It was very intentional. And so
Right.
when it came to him dissing, it was so methodical that it just had that you could tell he was planning this. Like they started calling
Right.
Pusha T a genius. They started saying he was ready for warfare and all these things. And that's cool. But with this Kendrick diss, even in the diss, he was like, let's keep this friendly. You, you should want to keep this friendly. This is a friendly phase.
Yeah.
Let's keep it here because you don't want to go there. And so even in even with it like him saying everything that he said, it still was like a jab. It still was like a don't make me go there. I could go there. Don't make me go there.
Yeah.
Pusha T was
Right.
just like, I will kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there was no warning shot. And maybe there was in like
Yeah.
the subliminal disses, but like when it came to the story of Adidon or it came to or whatever was being said, like he really wanted to hurt him. He was talking about 40
Mm.
being sick with cancer or whatever. Like,
Sick, sick, sick.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was like some real he didn't care. Kendrick, I feel like Kendrick still is like somewhat
Trying to
cordial.
keep it rap.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
You
know.
think he's trying to keep it like hip hop, hip hop?
That's what he said. He said, this is a friendly fade. Let's keep it there, because you don't want to
Yeah.
go. So, but I think if it does persist, if it does continue, I
Oh
feel like we
no.
can get a story added on level from Kendrick. And I feel like if we do,
Okay.
that'll be crazy. Because this still,
Ooh.
as crazy as this was, it, it wasn't like what you said. It was nothing thought out. It was just he addressed everything that Drake was talking about. He
Mm.
addressed the splits. He addressed the family, his wife cheating rumor stuff. He addressed all these different things. And then he was just like, and now let me talk about you. I don't like the way you say the
Yeah.
N-word. We don't want to hear you say the N-word no
Right.
more. you
Mm.
know? And so it was, yeah, it was very surface level, but it was exactly what needed to be done in response to push-ups. And I feel like it's in Drake's court and I don't think he has a timeline, but whatever he wants to do after this is going to determine where it goes. You know?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Right.
it goes from here. But what are some of the things that you pulled from this? Do you remember, or it was too quick?
I gotta listen to it again, but yeah, all the stuff about him not saying the N word anymore. Um, yeah, that breakdown. I don't like how you walk. I don't like how you talk. Those are easy standouts. I'm trying to remember the rest of it, but he was just
He
going
said
off, bro. I
he
just
said he said how many black features do you have to have until you feel black enough?
oh, ugh.
And he said
Yeah,
how many black features until you feel black enough? I like Drake when he melodic. I don't like when he acting tough.
tough. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, Kendrick said a lot. Kendrick said a lot. Also, the energy shift when he goes from I forgot what oldies that is, but shout out to Dallas. I seen him post that because I think me and him have a song to that sample. But
Mm.
they had the oldies, then he jumps into the real, and then it goes into the just I'm gonna kill you mode. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. I love it. I hope it stays rap though. I hope it stays rap.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I do want to keep out there, and hopefully the fact that they both getting so much money keeps it rap. But we'll never know until we see.
That's when we gotta, down with Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Get behind what Vince Staples was saying and shit. Like these fools are about to make hella money off of these two.
All right, so who's up right now?
Off top, Kendrick.
Kendrick,
right?
Okay.
Out of the two, yeah, Kendrick. Yeah. Drake was childish. I feel like Drake was childish, and yeah, he seems a lot more childish. Kendrick was a lot more methodical. No,
surgical.
He just addressed everything better. Yeah, very surgical. No, he addressed everything better, and Drake was just that petulant little child and shit. So Kendrick was cool. Kendrick
I think like that is better than first person shooter. I see a lot of people comparing the two, but I don't think first person shooter should be compared because it wasn't really a diss track.
It wasn't a diss. Yeah.
It wasn't a diss. So like that to me is the best song, but it's also a Future song. So I don't know how much that counts. Right. But if we go Push Ups versus Euphoria, the song that we just played from Kendrick, I'll give replayability to Push Ups because it's a little more. Yeah, it's a little more palatable. But when it comes to like this record, like I don't listen to Ether all the time, and Takeover is a little more palatable than Ether. But Ether is still the better diss track. And I think the same thing with this. Like Euphoria is definitely a way better diss track. And I just wish he would have condensed it a little bit. I wish it was like a 5-minute song. That'd have been crazy. And the replayability would have been there, and but still, like,
where would you condense it at? What part? As soon as he starts breaking that part down. I don't
so I don't know exactly. I gotta listen to it more, and I don't know. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint. But what I do know is the beginning of that, where he starts slow and then he jumps into the new beat. That part is hard, and then at the end where he says, "I don't like the way you talk, the way that you that part kicks in, and it kind of like woke me up again. So like I would say somewhere between then and there, like just cut it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though, man. You in war, you ain't tripping off replayability. You just trying to get everything off your chest. You know what I'm saying? So handle that.
Yeah, man. I gotta listen to it again. Is it on? It's not on streaming, huh?
I don't think it would be.
Where were you listening to it on? On Twitter?
Twitter, and YouTube.
Yeah,
on YouTube too.
Okay. God damn, they work fast.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Sure. Rap is back. My work is texting me.
What they talking about? Get off the podcast and go to work.
I don't know what this is about. Who the hell is Alex? All right. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're still here, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Again, hit us up on the Polytickin Network over there on YouTube. If you're listening to this right now, you see us on the Polytickin Network. Polytickin Network.
What are you?
Hey, wait a minute.
What's in your wallet? What's
in your wallet? What's you nasty, bro. Hey, you a nasty one.
Yo, it's the Polytickin Network.
What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet?
Yo, make 7 up yours, bro.
Oh, man. Yo, this guy's a fool.
Marcus got that neck work. Marcus got that neck work, bro.
I hate this.
He's ready.
Bro.
He ready.
He's ready. He's ready.
Ready. Was I?
Polytickin Network on all audio platforms you listen to this on, man. We appreciate y'all for being here with us. Let us know. Hit us up. Leave a rating. Leave a comment. Do what you will. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's in your wallet?
What's in your wallet?
Yo, whatever's in your wallet, use it to make 7 of yours. Oh man.
What's up, man? You got anything else for him, bro? What's up?
No, I think y'all got some. If y'all got some issues, call JG Wentworth 877 cash now.
877 cash now. Oh
yeah, no, that's
bro.
it. That's it. I'm out, man.
All right, man. This has been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. You freaking nerds. Marcus, Sefa, go far.
Yeah, Fi Network.
Yeah, Fi Network.